Hey guys, how's your heart? You know I'm gonna ask you how your heart is. How is your heart? I hope it's well. And if it isn't, that's okay too. You can still have some grace and acceptance. And it is where it is because that's how it is and who you are at this moment. And you are perfect and wonderful and enough at any given time. You're not broken. Nothing's wrong with you, okay? It's really important for you to know that. Super important for you to know that. So I am answering your question today from 𝙎𝙬𿻛𝘆 from Instagram. And she actually reached out to me because she was very nervous. She was woken up by what she thought was a spirit and it scared her. And so I oftentimes get asked if spirits are bad. As a matter of fact, a girlfriend of mine just like a week or 2 weeks ago sent me a text and she's like, Terrie, I think someone's in my house. It's not just me. And I was like, I'm sure you're fine. You're okay. All the things like that. So, you know, I just want to talk to you about when spirit visits you. Okay. And first of all, trust it. Second of all, I forgot to turn the air off. It's pretty hot. So if you hear that background noise, I do apologize. I'd love to say that I've got this like really great studio setup, and I'm all about production, but I'm not, as y'all know. So I apologize for the background noise. But here's what I want to talk to you guys about. Spirit, visitations, when it happens, when you're feeling it, when your body is reacting it, what to do, how to do, and all the things. So it's really important for you to understand that us being human beings, we have an earth suit that is designed and built with a nervous system to alert us when there is danger. When we are doing any kind of energy work, even if we're not doing it on purpose, which for example, 𝙎𝙬𿻛𝘆 was experiencing, because this happened to her at night when she was sleeping, and like my friend Nicole was I think she was just cooking, I can't even remember, but she was just doing her, just being her. We have the ability because we are so sci-fi. And by the way, do you guys like my shirt? I wore this shirt on purpose because we're talking about ghosty ghosts and spirits. What we have to understand is we are electromagnetic beings, okay? So we have a field, an electromagnetic field that is around us. Each of us individually, we have one collectively, and then we have one around the planet, and we have one around the universe. So we have all these different levels of electromagnetic frequencies and vibrations. So we're used to our personal own, generally speaking, right? So generally speaking, we act the same, which means we are indicating and we are broadcasting signals that are typically the same, unless something happens in our life that causes depression, anxiety, even joy. You know, sex will change up your energy, all the things. So, but generally speaking, you know yourself, you know your energetic systems, and it doesn't really veer that far off course. However, when there is a shift or a change in it that the human mind, the human brain is not able to sense or identify, it immediately sends an alert. And this happens in like 1/5 of a second, you guys. This is how amazing we earthlings are. Like within 1/5 of a second, sends a signal to the autonomic nervous system, your central nervous system, and says, alert, 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 something's wrong, something's dangerous, blah, 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 all because there's just been an energetic shift or a change. So that means different, right? But different doesn't mean dangerous. And we can actually see that, believe it or not, as a reflection, at least in the US, of what is going on right now energetically with people with racism. Any kind of ism, anti-Semitism, racism, extremism, whatever isms there are, it's because there's difference. And if the human brain cannot understand and educate itself and learn about differences, it sets off an alert in the human body that it is being threatened and that something is wrong and it's dangerous. So it creates all of this fear. And then from fear, we act and respond in certain ways, really shitty ways. A lot of humans react in really shitty ways. But I don't want to make this political. I'm talking about the energy reflection, okay? Just so you have like a little bit of an idea. So when the collective changes its mind, we'll see that reflected. Wouldn't that be beautiful? Anyways, it's a whole other story. Let's go back to our individual energetic shift change. For example, if you're sleeping or you're cooking, excuse me, or you're doing whatever you're doing, right? You're aware of your own electromagnetic field around you, yes? And whatever you're reflecting at is what you will see, or whatever you are indicating yourself at, you will see as a reflection around you, right? Now, the human brain, human bodies are filters, actually. Once we take on an earth suit, there's a contract. It's a whole other thing, but there's a contract that we're not going to remember everything that our soul is here to experience through physicality, because source, God, goddess, whatever, wants to experience itself. So we have this contract that we are filtered. We have that the human earth suit is a filter, so we have to go through various experiences to remember who we really are. So that's also one of the reasons why we're here, is to remember who we really are. Okay, I'm totally going off course here. This is like, oh, I love all this stuff. Can you guys tell? All right, so let's get back on track here, Terrie. So what's happening is that when there is that electromagnetic shift or change, your humanness is coming out to play, right? And it is saying, danger, danger, something's wrong. But just because there's an energetic shift doesn't mean that something's wrong. So that's why when people sense spirits around or any type of energetic shift, even if they're not aware that it's a ghost or a spirit or whatever, they know that there's an energetic shift, and immediately they get afraid, and immediately the human brain deems something that's different bad or wrong. That's judgment, that's ego. That's just human ego. So there's nothing wrong with you for judging whether it's really bad or not. I mean, that's just how you're going to immediately operate it. So if you can just imagine if you're sleeping, right, and all of a sudden you're being woken up, right, by some energetic shift or change, your alert system is going to go like, alert, 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 holy shit, holy shit, holy shit. So I'm in danger, I'm in danger, I'm in danger. When that's not necessarily reality. The reality is there's just been an energetic shift and change, because there's another source of energy, which of course is, let's not forget that energy is just subatomic particles that behave and move at certain frequencies. So that is coming into your field. That is what's going on. So when you're getting a visitation, let's say, whether it's in your dream or whether you're able to actually make sense of it, like for example, as a medium, I get visitations all the time. Now, I have learned through practice how to calm my nervous system so that I can actually have a conversation with a spirit or with some sort of energy, that I can go ahead, take control of the situation, and then interview or investigate, right? Just to get some more information, right? That takes time, it takes practice, and that is not something that just anybody can do. So most of us are not taught how to even regulate or manage energy, let alone an incoming energy, right, that integrates with our own energy. So of course you're going to be scared that there's a shift in energy, and this can happen in the car. When I first realized I was a medium, this was happening to me all the time in the shower. I was like, are you fucking kidding me? Like, I'm naked washing my human body. Like, can you please not bother me? Right? So again, you know, it's something you learn and you practice. But just because you are sensing something else or another person who may not be there, because there's also interdimensional travel. So you could be sensing another parallel universe, because we do live in a multi-universe. It may not even be a ghost or a spirit. What you need to do, the first thing you need to do is calm your human nervous system. You're not going to be able to get anywhere except stay in panic and fear if you don't calm that down. And the first thing you can always ask yourself is, am I in mortal danger? I mean, are things like knives flying across the room where it might stab me in the neck and I might just die? Is that happening? No, right? So you always want to ask yourself, am I in mortal danger? If I'm not in mortal danger, or you're not in mortal danger, everything's fine. Like, collect yourself, come online. That is when you can get into a space of curiosity, which is key. Curiosity, right? Versus fear. But that takes you, your soul, your human essence, your higher self to come online and be greater than ego, be greater than fear, just because something is different. So that's really what I want to stress in this video, is just because something different happens to you, and you can place this anywhere in your human life, even in your conscious human life, even if you're not doing meditation, even if you're not sensing energetic shifts around you, in non-physical world. Like, just because something is different doesn't mean it's dangerous. All right? So come online, be aware, be greater than your ego. Take control, don't be a victim. With the spirit world, you can set boundaries, and they listen because they know you respect them. All right, you guys, what am I always saying? You stay connected to your family and friends, stay connected to yourself, and of course you can stay connected to me. You can check me out on Patreon, you can book a reading with me, you can do coaching with me. There's so many ways we can stay connected, and I can teach you to stay connected to yourself and help you develop your intuition, grow out of indecision, learn how to work with the ego so you can get unstuck moving forward in life, thriving in a life of freedom, joy, and success. If that sounds good to you, check out my site, TerrieHuberman.com, and I'll see ya on the flip side.